What's going on, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to Olsen Auto, and today we are working on the infamous 1986 XL250, the $200 Honda dirt bike project that I picked up a couple months back. There has been a bunch of time in between videos working on this bike, and I've only made like one or two videos, not even two videos. I think I made one video on this bike. Here comes the second. Don't hate me. So I did a thing. So the bike is all apart. We have the whole rear swing arm assembly. We have the frame right here, the engine, the whole front end right here, like the whole front end. This thing has been getting sanded, cleaned up and polished for a while. We have more sandpaper right here. We have the wire wheel down there and some paint. Okay, alright, gonna say I bought 2 cans of white to do the frame, can of black for the accessories, and red for the engine. So basically, this video, at the end, the swing arm should be cleaned up. This will have a fresh coat of paint. That's going to have a fresh coat of paint. All the accessories, like the foot pegs and whatnot, all going to have fresh paint. I might mess around at the front end. I might save that whole piece for another video, just because that's going to be a nightmare. We have fork seals, wheel bearings, brakes, throttle cable, throttle tube, all the fun stuff. Blinkers, you name it, we have to do it. But for now, this video we're focusing on the frame. Repainting that, might even be throwing the engine in tomorrow if we can. This is going to be sort of a 2-day video, tonight into tomorrow morning. So let's go ahead, let's finish up in all these nooks and crannies. Let's make this frame nice and clean, and then we're going to lay some paint down tomorrow. Also going to clean up the engine tonight, and like I said, all these accessories, the exhaust, the kickstand, the foot pegs, all that fun stuff. Let's do the boring time lapse with the grinder wheel, wire wheel thing. So I did what I could with the grinder wheel, definitely got it a little bit cleaner, but now we have some emery cloth. Gonna go ahead and basically, if you guys see that, it makes it nice and shiny. Hopefully I'm getting my new camera, guys. I know this one sucks, I know, but I gotta keep working for it. We're gonna get it soon. Anyway, let's emery cloth it and then move on to the engine. Now, it may not look much better, but considering that's the paint that's coming off, this is coming out really good. What I'm going to do now is get some brake clean, give it a light clean, make sure it's where I want it, feel all the areas that had big rust. Go ahead, make sure they're all set, make sure they're not too pitted, nice and smooth. And then we're going to do the final clean. We're going to tape stuff off. There's like 2 or 3 things to tape off. And then we're going to move on to the engine. Well, we're probably going to move on to the engine and then tape that stuff off, but let's do it. Well, I decided to use the bench grinder and I just nicked my hand open and now it won't stop bleeding. Why is every video I make just me profusely bleeding? I had the kickstand, it was super long, so my hand was over here and I just pushed it into that a little. Felt that pretty quick, but thank goodness it wasn't this one. I feel like this one would hurt more. It's not bad, like it's super tiny, but I did just push my hand into that, so yeah, that's fun. I figured I'd give you guys a little before, just a proper before of what this engine looks like. The frame is much better. All of this stuff is much better. Obviously still not perfect, but ready for paint nonetheless. I'm going to do the exhaust real quick, but this is the engine. Yeah, she could use some paint, so I guess this is all going to suck. Really bad. This is going to suck. But it's worth it. It'll look so good when it's done. So I'm going to move on to the exhaust. Send that on the old bench piece here. Hopefully that ends up looking good, and then move on to Big Bertha here. So comparing that to that, I think I found out the right setting for the bench grinder. Definitely a lot better. I'd say it's almost ready for paint. Obviously I got to get in here with the manual wire wheel because I couldn't with the bench grinder. I'm going to try going over some of this stuff again on the high speed setting and see what happens, because that came out really good. So let's run it on that and let's see how much better it really is. Almost no difference with the high speed setting on that when doing the kickstand, which is a little bit of a bummer. But now, to move on to the one I don't want to do, it's time to start going after this engine. This is really going to suck. I'm not going to show you guys that. You obviously don't want to see that. You guys are just here to see the finished product. Let's see how good we can make this thing look. Whoa, next day. Anyway, cold start, 05 Accord, OBX cat back. Just picked up some 30-aught rounds. The next video I'm filming, these are 180 grain. Those are going to hit pretty hard. And a whole bunch of 5.56. Just because I figured I'd include some AR shooting in the next video. But let's go back. Let's focus on painting that stupid frame. So I got the few pieces on the frame taped off that I wanted to tape off. Got the bullet heater going. Got the metal nice and warm because it's a little brisk out. So it's almost 80 degrees in here. Gonna pull the bullet heater outside. And then I'm gonna set this up on an A-frame ladder with a ratchet strap going through, or some sort of rope going through the neck. And then I'm gonna hang it up. And we're gonna lay some color. We're gonna leave that going the whole time so that it's nice and warm because obviously it's cold out. Yeah, let's go hang this up and start laying some paint. This is what we're working with: broomstick through the neck. Got the old Krylon Fusion all-in-one paint and primer. Bullet heater that I'm gonna move a bit closer so that the heat makes sure it reaches that so it stays warm. Metal's still hot. Gonna keep shaking this and then lay down some paint. Apologies for the loud noise, but I would say that frame is absolutely amazing. Not totally perfect. There are a few little areas that didn't go perfectly, whether I oversprayed and got a little drip, but where it matters, it looks amazing. As you guys can tell, I don't have to explain it anymore. That looks pretty solid. Now, I did also start painting up the foot pegs over here, the kickstand and the shifter, all coming out great. I still have to paint the kickstart and a few other little bits, but figured these were out. I cleaned them up. I wanted to get them done. So yeah, those are all set. This is all set. Probably not going to paint the motor this episode, but glad to see this is all done. Officially the brightest piece in the garage. And we're comparing the old engine paint to that nice, shiny, glossy new white. Looks incredible. Of course, there were a few areas that got a little messed up, but absolutely nothing I am upset with. That is how professionals mask stuff off. That came out good. There's a few other areas I gotta pull the tape off, but I think I'm gonna end the video here. I did paint the other stuff black. I was gonna bolt it on, but got a few other videos to finish, and I figure the next video we'll paint the next video on the XL. We're gonna paint the engine, repaint the swing arm, finish the wheels and tires, do all that stuff, and then I'll probably just paint the engine and then put it back in with all the little black accessories that was painted. And then one video dedicated to the front end, a video for the wheels and tires, and a video for the rear end. So yeah. Now, all that being said, I actually do plan on switching to the GoPro for my primary camera, and I do that because it's higher quality, it autofocuses better, and I might be able to get some pretty good audio out of it as well. If you guys would like to pick up some Olsen Auto stickers, they are $2. Picture on screen right now. I'm only charging, I'd love to give them away for free, guys, but I have to charge as A, it's my company, I gotta make some revenue, and B, I do have to be able to buy more stickers so I can keep selling them. So if you guys want to buy them, go ahead, comment down below, message me on Instagram or message me on Snapchat. Still working on getting the website set up, so for now, that'll just be through Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Cash, however you want to pay. If you guys like this video and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell down below. Drop a like button, comment what bikes you guys are working on right now. But like I said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.